Hello, you're watching IndianExpress.com. Today we are here to discuss an interesting case that came up in the Supreme Court and the observations by the Chief Justice of India, where he said that he cannot bring Ram Rajya in the country. To discuss this story, we have with us my colleague Utkarsh. So Utkarsh, what was this case that came up? And let's start with what were the observations of the Chief Justice?
In fact, it was a PIL which was being heard by the Chief Justice of India. It's a 2014 PIL. Came up for hearing and the CJI made certain very intriguing observations. He said that the Supreme Court cannot do everything in the country. It cannot correct all wrongs. It cannot eradicate corruption by passing one order. And similarly, it cannot establish Ram Rajya by passing a string of orders.
That's a strong word to use for land encroachment. So who initiated this PIL? How did it come up? Can you tell us a little bit about the case?
Yeah, it's a Delhi and Haryana based NGO Voice of India that filed the PIL 2 years ago. It wanted certain directives from the Supreme Court to all the authorities, municipal authorities, to ensure that public encroachments are removed. It had complained about hawkers and vendors encroaching upon public space. The PIL in fact asserted the people's right to weigh and said that the Supreme Court must intervene against the inaction of the authorities in removal of such encroachments. Now, the notices have already been issued in PIL. However, today the Supreme Court indicated that it might not be possible to issue judicial directions for removal of encroachments.
All right. So where does this go from here? What does a person who has a problem with encroachments, what do they do? And specifically in this case, where does this go from here?
Now, the suggestions for this even came from the CGI himself. He said that there are certain matters pending before the Delhi High Court, or that you should approach every High Court where you have such issues. High Court will be authorized to look into such problems and pass effective directions, because so that there is a close monitoring of such cases by the High Courts. It's a matter of territorial jurisdiction, and he should go to every High Court and do this. However, the chairman of this NGO said that it will not be possible for us to go and move every High Court. At this, the CGI said, in that case, I'll be retiring in January. Why don't you come to the Supreme Court and try your luck in February?
Well, thank you for breaking down that story for us, Utkarsh. That's all we have for now. For all the latest news and updates, stay tuned to IndianExpress.com.